And joining me in studio now is Mr. Brian Altunian. He is the CEO of WOWIO Incorporated. Brian, good to see you again.
Hey, Don. Good to be here.
Now, I know I've probably had more conversations with your secretary in the last 3 or 4 weeks than you, because we've always checked to see if you want time for updates. I know you've been very busy. Why don't you bring us up to date?
Yeah, we've had a lot of activity lately. First of all, our notice of allowance on our patent has stirred up a lot of interest in the company again, a lot of interest in the technology, a lot of interest in what's going on in the ebook space. We had a great article in Publishers Weekly, and Fox News picked up the story. We actually put out a formal press release at the end of the week last week, just continuing on the national press responses. I mean, frankly, I've been doing interviews and phone calls and speaking engagements, just talking about where this is all going and the future of ebooks. And I think so that part of it, just reaction to our technology, has taken up a lot of time. And then we've had a lot of big launches and some big initiatives that we finally were able to move forward. This week we announced we added about 200, well, I'll say it was over 200,000 titles. Wow. From Ingram Digital, which means that now, in addition to the books that we have available for free or for our readers, or at a sponsored level, we now have the traditional retail side of ebooks. We have books like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and more common front list books that are more in the public awareness. So really expanded our efforts significantly over the last week. So
having this we'll call it the patent on the shelf, so to speak. Yeah. I mean, I know you're about to get the official documentation.
Right.
That's really been like a complete change. It's a watershed event as far as the company is concerned.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're really moving forward on a number of different fronts. One was obviously pursuing this patent, the patent application, and now actually we have the opportunity to expand our patent portfolio. So part of our company is focused on expanding that patent portfolio, look at what the first patent may not have covered, see if there's other things that we can add, additional IP that we've been creating internally. Now we can go through the patent process as well, and that's one side of the company. And then the other side is building out our digital media distribution business, which is adding the ebooks, adding a couple of other sites where we're now going to have multiple outlets of distribution for content. And so a publisher can come on and put their book on available for WOWIO, and then put promo pieces on our Pop Galaxy site, which we just launched, run it through our audience at our Drunk Duck and WeVolt sites. And so now we've got a real online social community around books.
In the 15 or so years we've been doing this program, when I have seen a small company like yours become the recipient of a very valuable patent, it puts that company on the radar screen of very large companies. All of a sudden say, wow, that's something we should have had. Yeah. You getting those kind of phone calls?
Yeah, we found that there were about 100 companies that filed intellectual property patent applications around the same space. We're looking at all those patent applications. We're looking to see what people are, we're trying to accomplish. And the great thing is that it enables us to actually reach out to those companies and talk about doing some sort of partnership, some licensing elements. The really big guys are, probably going to be a little less friendly, I think, initially, but we're like I said, our goal is to broaden the reach of book publishers and creators into as broad an audience as possible. We think that advertising is a way that's going to supplement that and really create a really profitable and supportive environment for everybody in that space. So we think that the Amazons, the Googles, the Apples, those folks all ultimately want to do the same thing. And so we think that there's going to be an opportunity for us to either engage in licensing conversations or otherwise.
It's been an amazing 18 months since we first had the launch of WOWIO.com on this program. Again, if you want to take a look at this website, WOWIO.com, see what the company's all about. It really is a fascinating journey. Always a pleasure having you on the program, Brian.
Thank you, Don. Great to be here. Thanks again.
Take care.